What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the hot fucking commodity, and C, and you are joining me for our official recap of the last Friday Night SmackDown 2024, live on December 27th in Tampa, Florida. Decent SmackDown. We've had a crazy clusterfuck of a year. A lot of good stuff happening, a lot of shitty stuff happening. But all in all, this is a decent year in pro wrestling, especially in WWE. So hopefully this edition of SmackDown will leave us wanting more for 2025, but highly unlikely. If you want more of me and the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast, make sure you subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell on YouTube. Check us out on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you listen to your podcast. So to kick off SmackDown, we have Nick Aldis, the general manager, opening the show. Nick says Kevin Owens is not the champion. He is in possession of the Winged Eagle title. It represents greatness and legacy. Kevin Owens has no claim to the belt. You have before the end of the night to relinquish or face the consequences. So this all stems from Kevin Owens attacking Cody Rhodes after Saturday night's main event and taking that Winged Eagle title that was only supposed to be for one night only. Obviously, Kevin Owens is not going to give a fuck about Nick Aldis' threat since he doesn't care about Aldis or any authority figure in WWE. And I highly doubt Aldis is going to get exactly what he wants from Kevin Owens, but we'll find out later on in the night to see what happens. Our first match of the night, we see Candice LeRae, Tiffany Stratton, and the WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax taking on the team of Bayley and the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Naomi and Bianca Belair. Before the match, Nia says, Bianca, I did not touch Jade. Tiffany couldn't orchestrate that attack. I think you're trying to avoid suspicion on you. You can't stand to share the spotlight with Jade Cargill because she's better than you, and you snapped. I would do the same thing. So, interesting that we're getting seeds being planted that Bianca Belair could be the one to attack Jade. But with Nia Jax calling it out, I wonder if that is exactly the case, or if it might have been someone else who had attacked Jade. Could have been Naomi, since Naomi randomly became the women's tag champion right after Jade was injured. But let's get to the match. The faces dive onto the heels on the floor to start. Naomi does the stink face to Nia Jax. Naomi and Bianca land a double suplex to Candice LeRae. Candice slams Bayley onto the apron. Naomi hits a tornado bulldog to Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany wants to cash in since all the women are knocked out, but Candice doesn't let her, and then Naomi hits a sit-out slam for a 3 count. So Naomi, Bianca, and Bayley get the victory here. Again, we're getting seeds of Tiffany Stratton wanting to cash. It's like, girl, cash the fucking thing in already if you're going to. If not, stop trying to do it because it makes no sense. You look dumb. And I just wish that they would stop with this because you know she's not going to cash it in. We then see Sami Zayn arriving backstage in Nick Aldis' dressing room. He wants to deal with the bloodline, but Carmelo Hayes confronts Sami Zayn and a match is made between the two later on tonight. No one gives a fuck about these two fighting, in my honest opinion, but that's what we're getting. Next, we see Braun Strowman defeating Austin Theory with Grayson Waller after Braun hits a running power slam during the match. Braun tosses Theory onto Waller and runs through him, and this is just a way for Braun Strowman to get himself on TV. Braun's always fighting these guys. If it wasn't A-Town Down Under, it'd be pretty deadly. So I just hope we see a little different shift in Braun Strowman as we go on to 2025. We see Kevin Owens in his car. Owens says he is the rightful champion. You and I, Nick, need to have a little discussion. Just me and you alone in the ring. Then we can talk. So Kevin does not want to give up the title. It seems like he wants to have a conversation with Nick Aldis first. It is not going to fucking go well. The ring is set up with United States flags, and Piper Niven is standing at a podium as we are having Chelsea Green's WWE Women's United States Championship celebration. Chelsea comes out. She's wearing a Statue of Liberty hat. Chelsea says, thank you. I want to address the WWE Universe. We did it. We turned the blue brand into green. I'm the most glamorous and longest reigning first ever WWE Women's United States Champion. I want to give recognition to someone who had my back this entire time, me. I'm the most sexiest lady here. Michin, I'm shocked you made it far in the tournament at all. Ask yourself what Chelsea Green can do for you. But you should ask yourself what you can do for Chelsea Green. 2025 is the year of red, white, and green. And then Michin comes out with a kendo stick. Michin says, if it wasn't for your goofy friend, I'd be champion. I'm going to introduce you to my friend. And then Michin attacks Piper Niven with the kendo stick, and Chelsea Green runs for Michin. Chelsea Green looked sexy as fuck tonight. I love this gimmick of her being sexy and just knowing that that's what she is. Michin's definitely going to get a rematch. She'll probably lose, but I like this combination of Michin and Chelsea Green. Piper Niven and Chelsea Green are definitely going to implode somewhere down the line, but good stuff from the new heel champion Chelsea Green. We then see Pretty Deadly telling the Street Profits that Los Garza attacked them, so we have the Street Profits taking on Los Garza next. The Street Profits hits a Doomsday device to Angel to get the victory. After the match, Apollo Crews tells the Profits that he saw who did the attack, and it was actually DIY, not Los Garza. I have a feeling it's going to be someone completely, or a team that we are not even fucking thinking about, that attacked the Street Profits, because it's just not making sense. It's not adding up. And again, I don't think anyone gives a fuck about the Street Profits attack at this point. Moving on to our main event, Sami Zayn versus Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes passes out Christmas cards of Braun Strowman laying out on the floor from last week by the steel chair attack by Carmelo. We see a decent match between the two. Sami lands a clothesline, a flying double axe handle. Carmelo hits a springboard cross body. Carmelo hits the first 48, and then Sami lands an exploder into the corner. Carmelo decides to leave. Braun chases Carmelo off, and then the Bloodline attacks Sami Zayn, so Sami Zayn gets a DQ victory. After the Bloodline continue to attack Sami until Braun Strowman runs out, but the Bloodline is too much for Braun. They land a Samoan spike. Sami tries to attack, but Sami gets hit with a Samoan spike too, and the Bloodline leaving out the Monster Among Men and Sami Zayn on his path to Roman Reigns in that tribal combat on Netflix on January 6th. It's going to be a good show. Well, we've made to our final fucking segment of the night, the last SmackDown 2024. Kevin Owens comes out with the Winged Eagle title, and Nick Aldis is in the ring. Nick says, do the right thing. Kevin says, explain why I would give this back. This is the only way I will get a rematch for the belt where a referee doesn't rob me. Cody needs to come take it away from me. Give me my rematch. I had Cody Rhodes beat. If it wasn't for that ref, I would be champion. Nick says, I already said there would be severe consequences. Hand it over. You never set foot in a WWE ring again. That's when WWE Champion Cody Rhodes comes out. Nick says, for everyone's sake, let me handle this. Cody says, I'm not going to walk away. Don't make a martyr out of Kevin Owens. You said our issues stem from me teaming with Roman Reigns. You met me when I was young. I did it for me. I don't do it for me anymore. I do it for everyone. I do it for especially my mentor, Randy Orton, the person that you put on the shelf. It's my responsibility to take it back from you. That's what Kevin says. Cody says, you want a match. I want a match where a referee can't stop what I do to you. Let's climb, take both titles, hang them up high, and let's have a ladder match at the Royal Rumble. Kevin says, sounds great. I'll see you there. Kevin offers his hand to shake Owens. He doesn't, and then Owens pushes Nick Aldis into Cody and lays out Cody with the Winged Eagle belt. They have made it official on February 1st, the Royal Rumble. Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes, a ladder match for the WWE title and that Winged Eagle Championship. I'm definitely looking forward to all the fucking drama that's going to happen. We have a month to go before this match. There's a lot of build that can take place. Nick Aldis getting involved is definitely interesting. Will we see Kevin Owens and Nick Aldis go at it? I like how Cody Rhodes is, of course, being the martyr that he usually is. Good stuff here from this episode of SmackDown. But that is it for SmackDown 2024. It's been a crazy year. And check out my coverage for Monday Night Raw. We have our Slammy Awards 2024 dropping tomorrow, New Year's Eve. and a lot more coming your way as we get into 2025. Until next time, stay fucking safe, and as always, stay uncensored.